Okay, so, yeah. Alright, so Thomas. So, fuck, this is a, giant, transformer. It's pretty good size, but anyways, I was cutting the, copper cables off here, and these copper cables have, like a coating on it that's supposed to kind of insulate each wire from each other, so that way there's no jumping of electricity from that, that wouldn't be good on a transformer, you'd fucking cause a fire. So anyways, I clipped off a piece of that and sanded off the end of it. And the reason why I'm doing this is because for my solar system, there's the wires plug into the here or whatever, But currently, what I'm doing is on the load side, I don't have anything to stick in the holes right now. Nothing of that size that I need. I want something to stick in there. I mean, I could use some skinny wire, but I want something more solid. So that way I'm gonna put that in the hole. I want something solid. Instead of clipping it on the outside, because that's a little bit dangerous. And I'll show you how dangerous actually. The other day I was fucking working on it, and I was screwing in the so you see where the red is, right? So I was screwing in the screw right next to the red one, and I accidentally touched the two together, and there was a nice, very nice, spark that, like, for a split fucking second, a spark, and it fucking melted the screwdriver right there. So there's like a clump of, there's like an indentation right there, like where it got melted. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, it is insane. Sparks. Luckily, nothing else fried, but so anyways, that's what I'm doing, so I can stick something in there, something more permanent than having the clip-on stuff and having that shit stick out and be dangerous. So that's what I'm doing, really. Yeah. So that's what that's fucking shit's for. Just to kind of have a more safe system. Just obviously there's more improvements that I gotta make. Like I don't know if you see the clips that are on here. Yeah, those are live right there. So that's power coming from the solar panels, and currently there's probably about let's see what do we got here. Okay, so currently 37 volts. So that's a fair bit of DC power going to those like little clips right there. So and that's another reason too. I kind of need to make some more permanent adjustments, and so it's a work in progress. I've had this thing for a few years, but I haven't. I need to get better at making more modifications, and I'm doing it. But yeah, so I stripped all the insulation off, and I'm gonna cut these sections down together, and then what I'm gonna do is, just 1 second. Fuck me. All right. So what I'm gonna end up doing is, that'll be good right there, and that'll be good. And I'll do it again. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, since the hole is of a certain size, so there's a screw going inside the hole, and that's how things are secured. There's screws in the front of it. They go down and they swish whatever's in there, and so I want to get the one wire or whatever, and slide them together like this, so it's a bit more wider area, so that way it has a higher chance of making contact with the screw and being smashed in there, and keeping these things secure. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to solder these things two together, and then solder a wire coming off it, something maybe like, replace the clips, and then have the, black wire going, attaching that basically, and sticking that in there. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. So, hopefully, that all goes well, nothing gets fried. Yeah!